Let's go. Terraforming Mars solo challenge. How are you doing? It is time to go to Tharsis. I think we finally turn off the highlight draw. I don't know. Like, I'm still interested in Recyclon and stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a look here. Are there any early oceans? Ecoline really likes oceans early to put those greeneries beside, and we got some. We could always go south side, greeneries. This is really looking like an Ecoline run. Probably here, maybe even self-sufficient settlement just to get those points as well. But I don't know that that's better than getting the plant income, right? Ecoline, oceans, city, titanium, cheap city, cheap energy, negative money income, but at least positive to go with it. Jetstream microscrapers might be nice to take just to help smooth things along. Venusian soils is also like a plant income means a lot to Ecoline, so like maybe. Basically, I'm going to grab a bunch of cards that I don't need early because my first turn with the aquifer and then the city, I think is fine. I might just put this down. I might go for the 2. Like, really what I want to do is put it here for the point and then get the money back later. But I think with Ecoline, like, I need to get big plants. So even though the oceans are over there, like, I'll walk to them. But right now we're fine. I don't have enough money to go straight into Corporate Stronghold, but that's okay. I kind of want to put the Corporate Stronghold over here to give me more card, more locations to put our greeneries and feel good about it. This might be... The titanium mine is the most raw production for us. $3 of value in terms of titanium being produced, and activates Jetstream Microscraper in terms of giving me the resource I need for it. The problem is that it's really not, like... It's not a resource I need. Like, I need steel, unfortunately. Let's just draw cards, look for cards, look at 3 cards, pick 1. Look, Electro Catapult is insanely high value. But I would have to be selling plants right now because I don't have any steel. I usually think of this as like a $5 per turn. 1 energy for $5 per turn. But you also get it the turn you play it. I could go Industrial Microbes and get $2 per turn plus the energy. I can skip losing $2 per turn and get my Corporate Stronghold sooner. Like, I think that for tempo, I just take Industrial Microbes, but it kind of feels insane. Like, Electro Catapult is so good. If I play this gen, then I'll have $15 more next gen. And then it's just not as good as the tempo from playing the Corporate Stronghold, right? I think, look, getting $3 per turn, let's say, versus getting $5 per turn, like, I have to take the 5 because there's a lot of turns left in the game. And then instead of getting this negative, no, I'm going to take this. Then I take the nuclear power. And then basically I can only buy 1 card next gen and still get my Electro Catapult. It's kind of nasty. It's kind of nasty. I'm going to get an ocean in a really weak ocean spot over here just to really keep things cool. I can only get 1 card. Standard technology is just so versatile. It has to be standard technology. Then Electro Catapult, that gives us our sell action. And then with $9, it's just an easy peasy, give me a titanium income. Next turn will be on 7 plants. We probably keep maxing out the plant income, but look at these, like, the oceans are coming. And now I'm going to start pushing up the temperature because I want to get that free heat income pretty soon. Aerial mappers and dirigibles both go insane in terms of value, but also empower something like Jetstream Microscrapers to be a Venus bump every turn. So I think you just take those. I don't have to play Corporate Stronghold just yet. I don't have anything I need like titanium for just yet. So I'm going to make sure we pick up a plant or a steel. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to sell our plant. Even though as Ecoline, that plant is worth a lot. This would save us a plant production right now. But I think what is the best for us is actually just to jump straight either into Dirigibles or Corporate Stronghold. The reason to go for Corporate Stronghold is that the money it gives me back, it'll give me $2. That'll mean I'll get to play 2 cards instead of 1 right now, because 11, 11, 11. But I don't have $22 and I don't want to sell anything. But I'd have to place it for at least 1 adjacency. So I'd be putting it here or here and then not having a way to get to the other side of the ocean. And I think that's okay. Corporate Stronghold here. I can't get 2 steel or 2 steel around this greenery because it's protected by the neutral city. And then we're going to go for Dirigibles, because Dirigibles will put floaters onto itself, which will help me get more floater cards faster. And then we'll use those floater cards to set up a Venus a Venus engine. We should be close for heating the planet, right? Not quite. I don't have enough steel for you. Cold fungus, like, I'm ready to synergize with a microbe card. I just don't have one. Kelp farming would be insanely good, but I don't have any oceans anytime soon. Atalanta Planitia is also pretty sick, and I could use Venus floaters to make it cheaper, but I have no tag, so I'm just gonna not do any of that, basically. I'm gonna keep selling plants, keep getting floaters. Those floaters will make aerial mappers really cheap. I'm going to use aerial mappers to keep making dirigibles. Then I'm going to use the dirigibles, which will then be made cheap. And I'll use a titanium this gen because I'm not using titanium on anything else. Unfortunately, I'm missing $2 to play Extreme Cold Fungus this gen, and I'm missing much Venus progress for the Neutralizer Factory. But that's fine. I should I should have considered buying standard technology and the heat bump. I may have had the money to do it if I started my gen by doing it, because then I would have the rebate and be able to play the cards at the end. So a little card optimization shift would have helped that be doable. Getting 2 plants would be sick. I'm just gonna push 1 more ocean over here. Magnetizer should make Venus pretty trivial at this point. A micro card is nice, but I'm not gonna go bend over backwards for it. And I'm not trying to get like extra Jovians and stuff right now. So this is a bump. This is a sell. And then do I care more about card draw or making my Venus card cheaper? I think I care the most about card draw because I'm really looking for something to get some value out of those microbes. This is not that. So standard technology and a heat bump. And honestly, kind of another heat bump. Like it is what it is. Maybe actually I should be buying oceans. I should have bought an ocean and an ocean maybe. And then getting a greenery from it. But this is kind of fine. We can always buy oceans next gen. Kelp farming would have been sick. I probably should have just bit the bullet. I was really worried about tempo when I didn't take it, and now I'm kind of regretting it. Extremophiles, there we go. That's something to do with microbes. And honestly, lichen, all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, this has to go on a Venus card, which is unfortunate, but that's just too many good points. If I'm going to go for points, I'm going to do it there. So you... And then... Extreme cold. And then... Extreme cold can put resources here. There's my heat bump for the other heat income. Oh, I didn't do my Gen 4 audit. I'm pretty sure it would have been terrible, though. Which would have been a reason to do it and be just as aware as I need to be on how we're doing in terms of terraforming. The answer to which is not good. But, like, it's fine. We're moving. I really wish I got a steel income at one point. This is an awkward one where, like, I'm going to get this Venus soils. And the Venus soils is going to give me more psychrophiles. And now I'm, like, almost there, right? I have $1. I need 5 because I have $4 with microbes. I could sell this. I could sell this, right? That gets me to 3, but I'm still $2 shy. If I had 1 more microbe, I would get another plant income this turn. Would be sick. How are we doing anyway? Like, we have, at this point in the game, like, plus 10 in terms of TR, plus 3 here, $13, plus some titanium that we're not really using. Okay, we have some income. This tap is keeping us in economically, as we know it has to, but it's been really painful on our plants. In terms of the terraform, we're doing okay. And we have some Venus infrastructure. So, like, I don't know. Certainly if we were in Gen 4 and this was our build, I'd be like, hey, we're looking good. I'm in Gen 6 and my build is looking comparable to the audits I do in Gen 4. The thing is, I actually do have standard technology, right? Like, that card alone means that the game is winnable in terms of terraforming the whole planet. Not winnable in terms of getting a trifecta, necessarily. Let's get 1 oxygen. No. Let's keep getting, I don't know. I don't really have that much heat. I'm going to get a little heat help. Cities will help us for points. I don't have 2 energy tags, but I'm not using my titanium right now. So I could do this to get a ton of energy. I could also do this for plant income and microbes. So this is like all interesting. I'm going to take it all, even though that is a kind of greedy grab, to be honest. I'm going to keep loading up the micro scrapers instead of getting card draw. It just seems like tempo is important right now. I'm going to keep getting discounts on psychrophiles. And that makes you free. I don't hate the idea of this. Like, is this production better than unlocking all of these? I don't know. Because I don't really need the microbes, but the plant income is a godsend. So, sure. And then I think it's the Venus magnetizer. And then next gen, we just get 6 more energy by playing these 2 cards. That seems right, especially because we have the floaters for a bump, which could get us up to this income here. I don't have enough plants coming in. I need a little help on the oxygen, despite being Ecoline. Stratopolis is really cool, actually. It's really cool. I will have the floater tags soon. This could be a floater build. Fish, really cool, but I'm gonna not take it because I'm worried about not terraforming. Stratopolis cannot be played yet. I need to get all the way to this science tag. Then it's too expensive. which is fine. We can still sell our plant. And then here's the thing. If I put 2 floaters on dirigibles, I'd have $18 worth towards buying a Venus tag. That is not enough. That is not enough. I could have and should have. I couldn't undo my click without kicking myself out of the game and coming back. But what I could have done earlier is when I went to sell my plant, I could have not sold my plant. I would have been at 6 plants. Then I could have used extreme cold fungus for a plant, got into 7 plants, placed the greenery here for a cool $4. Imagine that, $4, the amount I need. And then sold the plant that I had picked up. Like, that's kind of what I keep messing up here, is I'm selling my plant at the start of the gen, and then I could have actually used that plant and then gotten a rebate and then used the rebated plant to sell forward. And it would just be better tempo overall. Let's go for a card draw. No, I can't because I don't have a titanium. I used it all. Let's go for a Jetstream Microscaper bump. The reason I was thinking I'd go for a card draw is because I have a neutralizer factory. So at this point, Venus should be like done, basically. So I don't even need Stratopolis. I was just thinking that I could then use dirigibles and aerial mappers the way they were intended to be used. But it's beginning to look less and less like that is important at all. Starting to look like I should just buy standard Project Oceans. I don't need Venus bumps. I like the heat, but just buy heat bumps, you know? Olympus Conference, I like it. But why do I like it? I don't know. Let's buy. I'm going to sell my plant because it doesn't actually matter yet. I'm going to probably standard Project and Ocean here. That will let me cupola my city in this little corner. Boom, baby. And I'm going to go for the slow floaters to allow myself to get card draw. Because I'm still looking for oceans here. So I didn't get one. I'm going to aquifer again. And this will allow me to keep placing greeneries for those sweet, sweet rebates. Our energy, we do want it to transition to heat because that's where we need it the most. I could sell 2 cards and buy another greenery. I am very tempted to do just that. If I ever get a plant tag offered to me, my God, it'll basically be free. You and you. And then this greenery gives us the heat bump. And the placement gives us money back, and standard technology gives us money back. It's a whole thing. $9. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next. Don't hate the idea of a city being here. I like to buy the oceans myself, so I'm going to keep taking heat help. Ice cap melting and comet. That's love it. That's all the oceans I need. Deuterium export. I actually really like getting extra energy. So forgive me of the sin, because I have a lot of things that want to spend my energy. So having something to replace it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. I'm just wondering if I want to discount it. Like, I take this and I put it on aerial or on dirigibles. I take the deuterium export and I use some stuff to make it cheaper. And then I take dirigibles, put that onto deuterium export. And now I've got an energy. And then I can take that energy and put it into Venus. And like, it's a lot of steps, but it's good, I think. I'm going to get this ocean because it gives us plants. It lets me put a greenery down without remorse. And yeah, again, Stratopolis, it's cool, but without a 1/2 point floater location, what would I do with it? I don't really know, unfortunately, which is not a good enough answer. So heat bump, sell a plant. Instead of getting 2 plants from extreme cold fungus, I'm just going to take 1 plant because I have 9 microbes already. If I find enough plant tags, lucky, good for me, but I'm not going to go in with that expectation. I want this and this probably. Let's take a oxygen just to help level everything out. Arctic algae would have been cool at one point. This is free to me just because it has the plant tag. Medical lab is a point on it, but like, it's just not it. I'd rather build cities and stuff, you know? So, heat bump gives us the ocean for 2 cards. Lake Marineris is expensive. When I could just spend $5, it wants me to spend 18. That doesn't seem that cool, to be honest. What I am going to do is throw away one of my greeneries over here to get more plants, because I'm going to then play Ecological Zone and just get all this money back in plants, like just scooping it out. Do I need energy? I have a gen to get my Venus done, and those 2 clicks are going to be ready to go. If I need an energy, what will I do? I'm gonna... I didn't use all my dirigibles? I'm confused. I'm getting a lot of ocean cards, though, that I didn't need. And there is the card I thought I might need. Magnetic field generators. Dang. I should have been better. I should have got more energy. Because magnetic field generators takes 4 energy, and I'm going to have 1 more next turn. And if I do my Venus click, I'll be better, but I won't, like, I have a lot of things that want energy, basically. Sell plant. Let's get the plant. Okay, I'll go back to getting psychrophiles. You never know. And yeah. I want to place greeneries, but I think it's better for us to take an oxygen here because everything else is sorted. And heat is so cheap. Do I need steel? It seems like a worthwhile pickup. But only if I can A, sell the steel instead of a plant and that matter, and B, get 2 more energy. And I can't. But I want to. I have a card draw, so I'm going to keep the door open. Not to mention, I do have standard text. Like, I have a lot of money. I could buy energy, you know? So let's do this heat bump. Let's get this heat bump. Buying an ocean for a card. Earth Catapult is like nothing. It's 2 points. We might use it 3 times for $6 back. Like, would you spend $18 for 2 points? Probably. The thing is that we haven't won yet. Let me do this. Oh, yeah, no, that's the right click. Oh god, I thought I clicked the wrong thing. I was gonna lose my mind. Because where would I put it? Like, it would literally save me money on this card and save me money on this card if I bought a bunch of energy, because I want to use it on this card. Like, is it really worth buying 3 energies for $24? No, it's not. Like, so this card is just too, like, it's not often that Earth Catapult comes too late in the game for it to matter, but like, came too late in the game, didn't matter. Freya Biodomes, just play it for nothing. I mean, look, for sure no. For sure no. For sure no. Like, I just don't... I don't have advanced alloys, you know? Like, just buy cities, buddy. Like, why am I thinking about it? Heat bump. Heat bump. You buy like a city here. That allows us to buy a greenery here. So we've terraformed the whole planet. And for the rest of my money, I could get like 5 points. Maybe 6 points with Vesta. I just don't... I don't think that's better than buying like 2 cities for 2 points each. And then still potentially having money for greeneries in between, betwixt. So city. City. I have 11 plants. I can't get to 14. I cannot get 3 plants, which is a travesty. Buying the extra cards was also a bit of a travesty, but here we are. Double adjacency, double adjacency, double adjacency. I'm not going to get to fix all of them. I could have put a greenery down and saved myself $2 on one of these city placements. Say lovey. This loses me a point, and then I can afford to buy my Vesta Shipyard almost. It's just not worth it. We're going to honor these cities up here. But yeah, I mean, like, we're just shy. Despite, like, again, we had standard technologies, so, like, we didn't lose the game. And then we built some cities at the end, so maybe we'll even get close to our 100-point needs. But we didn't get 100 points, as expected, because we were doing standard projects. And we were 2 TR short of getting 163 TR. So this is just a 1 out of 3 sad run. But it was, like, really close to being a TR run, and really close to being a 100-point run. Obviously, like, with perfect information, a lot of things could have been better. Quite frankly, I should have hurt my tempo even more to take kelp farming. I misevaluated how close it was to being playable. Like, kelp is so good in terms of plant production, which would have done us some wonders. Oh, what a sad... This is just a round of disappointment for me. I hope you're not too disappointed. I hope it was at least entertaining. You might be screaming at the computer for all the mistakes I made in terms of timing the plant stuff, but we got here. I hope you enjoy us next time. Ciao for now.